Dogs often play big parts in people's lives, so naturally plenty of directors have cast canines in their films too. Sometimes they even get to play the lead role. The demand for acting dogs is pretty big. There are lots of companies specialized in training movie mutts and renting them and their trainers. It's big business too. If you have a Meryl Streep level acting hound, it can mean a massive jackpot. Pal, the collie who played Lassie in the famous TV series, earned $4,000 a week. But that was back in the 50s. Adjusted for inflation, that would be $51,000 a week today. Or take the Jack Russell Terrier from Frasier. He earned no less than $10,000 per episode. One of the most recent films about dogs is Megan Levy, a true story about a Marine corporal from a canine unit and her loyal furry pal.
Well, we had this incredible dog. It was his first movie, which is shocking because I think his performance is truly magical. His name is Varco, and I mean there were 3 dogs, so I mostly worked with Varco. The other dogs were only ever really brought in if Varco, was afraid of something. Like there's a scene where we get in a helicopter and Varco, doesn't like helicopters, which I don't either. So they brought a different dog who actually doesn't have to get in the helicopter. He just has to watch me go. And so they got a different dog to do that scene with me. But otherwise, Varco was by my side the entire time. Found something!
Good boy.
I've been watching this dog all year. He's the most aggressive dog I've ever treated.
I helped train him to make it look like he was sniffing out explosives, just using treats, and it was very much a game for him, but he learned it so quickly. It was amazing. I was nervous. I was like, how is this, shouldn't we get a dog that actually has already done this, that knows what they're doing? But, they all said, no, you're crazy. We need an actor dog. And he looks very much like the real Rex.
One of the first things they tell students in film school is never to work with animals or children, as they tend to do whatever they feel like. Even with highly trained dogs, they still have a will of their own and don't always listen to the trainers. Especially when there's a whole bunch of them, things can escalate rapidly.
Watching! 3-3! Good! Watch right here! Watching here! Hey, leave it!
Rolling, no!
You go, doggies! Punish them for making stupid movies like Beverly Hills Chihuahua. But even with scenes involving just one canine, they sometimes just do as they please.
So the scene in the bathtub, we had planned out, and he was meant to come up and put his paws on the bathtub, and the first take, he runs and leaps into the bathtub. It was so funny because I think in that moment he leapt in, and then maybe he didn't even know. I think he kind of registered that he wasn't meant to do it, and he just kind of looked like, what have I done? They got him out, dried him off, and then we did another take.
Whether the dogs listen well or not at all, one thing's for sure. Having some of these goofballs on set at least makes going to work a whole lot more pleasant for everyone involved. Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.